I mean,
Yeah, the way I look at it is I have no controlling stake in this except for exhausting the effort, because I wasn't there. I don't know if you nicked the deer. I don't know if you center punched it. I don't know. I really don't. I mean, there's some people, and again, this is going to sound like I'm talking poo-poo about my competition, but I assure you I'm not. You know, there was some people that entered the market near us this year for like 275, which there's no way to you're licensed, insured, and driving an automobile and justifying your time. Because you gave a great example, Richmond. Let's say it's an hour away, hour there, 20 minutes set up, hearing from you, flying, finding the deer, getting footage, breaking down. It's over 3 hours before I'm back home again.
yeah.
So I'm not making monumental money over here, but by any means, when you look at what I pay in insurance and fuel and cost of owning the drone and all that type of stuff. But we had people that were charging like 275, well then 60 cents a mile, and then if we find the deer, you pay us $125 finder's fee. You needed a daggone calculator and an Excel spreadsheet to figure out what you owed them at the end. And a lot of people didn't like that. And again, we were the OG of the area. I will say that's been a major advantage. North American Whitetail featured us. I try to do as many podcasts as I can, but some of our videos, have reached 100,000 plus views, on their own. Nothing in the category that you're getting in viewership.
That's not my viewership's not videos. My viewership's text and pictures. This video stuff.
Okay.
My videos aren't getting the views yet. They're working.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I became, yeah. So like, that's a whole nother topic. Like we became monetized this year, and it was unbelievable what some of our reach. I think I was averaging like 500,000 a month, which was incredible. I mean, as a just regular guy that just loves what he does and shares it with others. You know what I mean? We're not sponsored, or I'm not Hannah Barron in disguise, right? So we I guess the real punchline to answer your question is I saw some people get into this because they wanted to make money. They told me they saw this as an opportunity to make money. I don't know how in their right mind. Again, math class must have been an entertaining spot for them, because if you're even going to break into the market, you're spending $9,000 minimum on a drone that can handle this type of work, plus your time away from home, plus your fuel, plus your insurance and all that kind of stuff. You basically had to work for free for the first year, and your drone's done for the year. And where we justified it is we have a media company. So I use these drones for other things, missing pets, infrastructure, inspections, flying cable trays and thermal, looking for hot spots to where it would suggest a wire might be exposed. I had a lot of other areas to put these drones to be profitable, to justify owning $40,000 between two drones. But it's also 3 years worth of work in the making to really justify it and make it to where it is. But no, I'm above and beyond proud of where we started and where we have taken this. And again, I think a lot of the accolades come from us starting early, but we've also found some incredible whitetails that by default we got to be in the picture holding a drone next to a 200-inch deer killed in Virginia, or Mickey Bracey's deer I found the first year. I mean, that's a legit 170-inch 9-point. And that deer has been all over North American Whitetail and everywhere else featured. So we were a piece of that. But you go back, and I talked about the hours involved and all of that type of stuff. You are building a bond with these clients that they'll never forget you, and they share you with everybody. And safety's first. You have to do a good job. You have to do your due diligence. And but gosh, is it rewarding? I love it.